think of any major superstar you want right now in this moment. You ask them, do you know who your fans are? They might know who 1% of their fans are. With the limited data that they've been able to collect, they might have like, yeah, we have a Shopify store, or hey, we have this lay low account, or hey, we have this thing. We're talking about 1% of their fan base because they've never been able to be put in an opportunity. Live Nation's not giving them that data. Spotify's not giving them that data. YouTube's not giving them that data. And that is really the flaw of the industry. I started my career in the music industry as a producer, manager, engineer, did that for 6 years. And then I started working in the venture space. And one of the things that I learned in the venture space was consumer startups, whether they were consumer packaged goods or consumer tech. One of the most fascinating things that I witnessed in real life, I saw a company go from $0 to selling for hundreds of millions of dollars, in the high hundreds of millions of dollars in a span of 4 years. And they only had a couple 100,000 customers. And here I was working with artists with millions and millions of monthly listeners who could not pay rent at the end of the month, who couldn't even get $100,000 advance from a distributor or a label without signing away everything. And I'm like, something's broken here. Why is it that there's a company here who's selling a product that only a very small percentage of the population wants, and here's this artist who's making incredible music, can't have a sustainable career? And the answer was data. Here was this company that can sell product. They knew who every single one of their customers was. They know where they live. They know what they like to buy. They knew the track record. If you buy this product and it's meant to last you for 30 days, I know to send you an email on the 27th day to remind you that you should buy this now so you can get it by the time you run out. The music industry has never had that before. And this isn't just the emerging artists with no monthly listeners. This is also UMG, Warner, Sony. When we talk to some of these major labels, major distribution companies, very rarely do they give a fuck about the revenue, if I'm being honest with you. The revenue's a plus. But for them, it's the data. It's like, oh, we now have access to data. Now, once we get through the hurdle, right, of like, all right, well, where does the money go? Where does the data go, et cetera? The next challenge is, what do you do with the data? We introduced this new tool 3 weeks ago called Fan Connect on the platform. Think of MailChimp meets Community. You can send SMS notifications, email notifications. Now, on paper, the tool is very simple. It already exists in the world. We just plugged it into the platform. What made it very powerful is where an artist like LaRussell, who now has data of fans who've bought music on platform, now can send a text message and say, hey, I have this new release. I'm not posting about it on social media, but you can buy it from me. If you guys bought any of LaRussell's albums, you guys probably got his text message or his email like, hey, I have this new release. He made 5 figures overnight without even promoting this album on social media.
Wow. One text.
Wow.
That is the power of data and what it does at long term. But then there's a responsibility. Just a couple of days ago, I was texting LaRussell and he was doing like this merch sale. And I was like, man, you should text everyone. He's like, no. He's like, I want there to be a medium, right? And that's one of the most powerful things to do. Having access to data doesn't mean you exploit data as well.
You can abuse it really easily.
You can abuse it very quickly and people will unsubscribe. It's knowing the medium, right? Like Nike doesn't send me an email every day and shit. Lord knows I've spent so much money on Nike. They only come to me when they know my specific product that I'm going to want is going to be releasing. So